himself into the lead. Miles!
Look at that shooting accuracy.
He's going to cross the line as a deserving World Cup final champion.
Welcome everybody back to Kaunas, Lithuania for one final time. We've been through a journey together here over the past few days. We had the women's final earlier today, where many congratulations to all the athletes who took part. In particular, Małgorzata Karbownik, who won gold ahead of Katarina Yurt, who won silver, and Ghana Ogindi, who won bronze. Now it's time to conclude the event with the men's final, and the weather conditions, as you can see, have changed and turned dramatically. The rain has poured down, there's a continuous flurry of showers, and it could well make a difference as the competition progresses. Let's remind ourselves of pentathlon then, which is of course 5 disciplines, 1 sport. We begin with the fencing direct elimination, where here in the final it really does change the way the athletes approach it, because going out in the first 2 rounds is really problematic if you have medal prospects. We then move on to the obstacles, where the athletes get past the 8 obstacles. And the quicker you are, the more points you get. As with swimming, the faster you complete the 100-meter freestyle, the more points that are up for grabs. We then are placed nicely for the conclusion, the laser run. 5 laps of the 600-meter circuit, straight to the shooting range from the word go. 5 targets lit up, and you can progress past the range. And as it's the final, the first over the finish line will be crowned Junior World Champion. It's all about winning medals today in this final event here in Kaunas. We welcome back to the commentary box for one last time. The next time we will see this athlete, she will be competing herself at the World Championships in China in a few weeks' time. Welcome back to Elsa Adamatiti. Pleasure to have you in the commentary box. In fact, an honor to have you in the commentary box. You've been fantastic over the past few days. One last time.
Oh, thank you, James. These words are too kind to me, and thank you for having me for this competition, this amazing Junior World Championships here in Kaunas. And we've seen the women's action. Now we're ready for the men's final, which is going to be exciting. As we saw, the women set the high standard for this competition, so I think the men will finish this final in an exciting note.
Let's take a look then at the 18 athletes who have come through qualifications, who've come through semi-finals to be here. All of these athletes, each with their own individual story of how they've overcome adversity to qualify for today's final. But everything that's happened prior to now is of little note, other than the seeding round, where the athletes have been seeded in the fencing, and that makes it a little bit more difficult for Jed Collins, for Nicolas Papadimitrou, for Matej Kornel, and also for Oleg Rybak. But let's introduce the athletes one by one. Jed Collins was the star of the show yesterday in the semi-finals. He shot through the field and qualified very, very well. In fact, I think it's possibly a little bit unfair to not call this man here the star of the show. Nicolas Papadimitrou qualifying for the final dramatically, starting in 16th place and making his way up into the top 9. What can he do in the final? Matej Kornel, we'll see how he fares. He is a European 19 silver medalist in 2024. Oleg Rybak, the next athlete, he is the final athlete in the round of 32.
A strong Ukrainian athlete. They have a strong team, so it's going to be exciting to watch the battle between all of them and between all of these guys. And next up is Alessandro Boero, an Italian young star, growing star. He's one of the younger athletes here.
Maxim Kowalczyk out next. Not to be confused for Yuri Kowalczyk, senior European champion. Bronze at the under-17 Worlds. Omar Aimer set an under-19 overall world record in qualification at the 2025 under-19 Worlds.
He had to work hard yesterday in the qualifications and semi-finals.
That was a dramatic story, wasn't it, to qualify. He was 8 seconds behind the handicap, but managed to get himself in. Tamas Botand, reigning junior European champion, bronze medalist in the 2025 Junior Worlds on home soil. Ahead of him, UIPM was very good in laser on yesterday, consistent across the field. Yuseki Tomita, great entrance. An Avengers theme perhaps there?
Yeah, both of these athletes very charismatic, good fencers.
Up next, Gevant Tasharan reached the 2025 Junior Worlds final last year. He's in the final once again. Sebastian Forrest, an in-form athlete. He's been doing well on the seniors circuit and really made an impact for himself at World Cup 3. Matteo Bovenzi taking a selfie, why not? Put that phone away because you're going to need to concentrate.
Some Gen Z stuff. No, yeah. I'm joking, but I think everyone wants to have the coolest entrance, so I think all of them think about something funny to do, and it's really funny and interesting to watch.
Just a bundle of energy launches himself onto the piste. Mohammed Hassan, cool and collected.
Different techniques for different athletes. Some of them want to do something fun, some of them really want to just focus.
Listen to the noise.
We have Liutauras Valeika, the only Lithuanian here in the final. Finished top 3 in the seeding round, so it's a very good result for him. We're hoping for some good results.
Ernest Brugot has got the hat back on. We start to see the personalities here, which is nice to see. Oh, it's got caught in his ear. Finally, Danilo Sich.
A very strong Ukrainian athlete, also very calm and composed. He's saving his energy. He wants maybe to even win, not only the seeding round, but also win this fencing direct elimination.
Those are your 18 Junior World Championship finalists, but there can only be one world champion. We're going to find out in around the next 90 minutes or so, where the athletes have to contend with a plethora of problems ahead of them, starting with the fencing. We then move on to the obstacle, the swimming, and then things don't dry up because the laser one is expected to be under a shower of rain, which will present its own challenge for the athletes. This is what they have to do in order to progress through to the final of direct elimination. Cornell and Papadimitriou, Rybak and Collins, your first ties. On Piste A and Piste B, this could be a good one.
So we're starting now. Yesterday, Jet Collins on Piste B was having a great streak, almost won the fencing direct elimination. So what can he do today? Will he see him on a roll? But now we see that Rybak in the first 3 seconds got a touch, so he's holding on.
Well, Papadimitriou has proven to be a serious laser runner athlete. A good run here in fencing could be dangerous. Collins as well, by the way. Did he save his best form yesterday, or has he got more to give today? Papadimitriou and Collins really caught the attention yesterday. Cornell and Rybak are looking to consolidate. Double touch, and Rybak makes it 2-0. Collins is in a bit of trouble here.
To remind you all that the person on the right has priority, so it means that if they finish equally, the one that's on the right, the athlete that's on the right, will get the win and progress forward. So it's important for these athletes with the priority to keep the priority, and the other athlete to just try and beat.
It's not going Jed Collins' way today. Rybak is absolutely flying. Papadimitriou needs to hit back soon, but aware that a touch now for Cornell would effectively end his challenge. And Papadimitriou does find a way through, levels the score, 3-all. Intriguing tie on Piste A, not so close on Piste B as Rybak looks to get the job done against Collins. And Collins working his way back into things, half the deficit at 2-4. Can Papadimitriou find a way past Cornell? Final few seconds, needs to make a move. Double touch with 1.9 to go. It's all or nothing for Papadimitriou now. Collins, and there you go, Rybak gets the tap. She will go through, but let's focus on Cornell, who gets the victory. Good effort by Papadimitriou, but he will have to settle for...
That was a dangerous move from Cornell, because he could have left the piste, go out from the meters, and get the touch, because there is the area of the end of the piece where if you leave the piece, your opponent will get the touch. So it was a tricky and risky move for him.
So the heroics of Jed Collins won't be repeated.
Oh, look, as I said, I think Cornell went through back to the piece, and the touch was for him. We need to.
So what's happening here then?
As I said, I was commentating. It's a tricky one. He was running, and maybe Cornell got out of the piece.
So do we think it's Papademitro who's been awarded the touch and the win?
We don't see the piece. Look. Is Cornell out?
Ooh.
He may be out. He was out.
So I think as Papadimitro's been promoted to victory. Wow, drama.
I mean, Cornell made a big mistake of running too fast back.
Papademitro victorious. Wow, that is really a big surprise. So Papademitro now up against the highest seeded fencer, and will be playing with no pressure here, by the way. Sich has such a long grip and is an informed fencer. Blugo versus Rybak. Two Ukrainians looking very, very good here. Papademitro gets scrappy, gets that touch! 1-0 to the Greek.
Will he be the one on a roll today? He may be. A good motivation boost for him. It's 1-1 on piece B. Blugo from France and Rybak from Ukraine.
Sich levels it. One apiece. Rybak 2-1 up against Blugo.
It's going to be a tough. Both of these fights going to be tough. All of these athletes want to win. It's the final. Each point matters. The more you can get, the better chance for a medal. It's 1-1, 20 seconds to go on piece A. Sich needs to hold the 1-1 or get the touch.
Oh, Papademitro makes it 2-1.
An interesting tactic from Sich. He had 1-1, but he was still attacking, so it's an interesting way for him. Maybe he wants to just...
Sich hits back. What a battle we've got here on piece A. We're back 4-1 up against Blugo. Blugo's in big trouble here and gets one back. Meanwhile, Papademitro needs one to go his way against Sich. Into the final 5 we go. This was the point he picked up points last time. Now needs to make that move. And Sich, as good as gets himself through. Wow, that's brilliant from Sich, who's timed that to perfection.
And on piece B we have Rybak getting the win. Blugo is frustrated. He had the priority. He was second in the seeding round, which makes him get good points, but still maybe not enough for higher positions.
It's interesting for Rybak now because he will get, worst case scenario, 8th place. He's coming from 15th.
One of the last athletes in the seeding round, and he got himself up, fenced with one of the highest ranked athlete. So it's a good role for him. And we have Sich also moving forward. On piece B we have Sebastian Forrest versus Japanese athlete.
Yeah, Forrest versus Takano. And it is Tomita versus Tasharan. Trying to, both these athletes follow in the footsteps of Taisho Sato, the Olympic silver medalist.
You can see the style of Tomita and Takano, both very quick, fast-paced fencers. A lot of movement, a lot of...
Tasharan gets the touch. Takano levels against Forrest. Forrest a medal prospect, you think? Needs to get through this round of 16, doesn't he?
He has experience. I mean, anything can happen. The competition is only starting, so all of these athletes have a chance in pentathlon.
Well, Tasharan moves 2-0 against Tomita. Takano versus Forrest. These round of 16 ties in the final are so important.
It makes a big difference in the points, so If you lose fast, you're out. Your points are very low, no matter of your seeding round ranking.
Both Japanese athletes getting touches in simultaneous time. Tomita halves the score against Tasha Ran. Forrest gets one back against Takano. Tasha Ran now moves into a 3-1 lead. That should be enough for the athlete from Turkey. Can Forrest hit back? Takano with another touch, and Forrest is in trouble here. Big trouble. Needs 2 with 6 to go. And Tasha Ran. Forrest pulls one back.
He needs one more in order to keep the tie, and because he has a priority, he will win, so he only needs one.
Here we go then. Ooh, nearly got away with it, and Takano is victorious. Great performance by the Japanese athlete. And Forrest does not look happy.
He held the defense and left Forrest without a touch, and he's moving forward, and Forrest is having to settle with the score.
So it'll be Tasharan versus Sich, and it will be Brugo versus Takano.
Rybak versus Takano.
What did I say?
Brugo.
I said Brugo, sorry about that. Rybak, who beat Collins in the first round, and of course Brugo in the round of 16. Tamash and Bovenzi up next on piece B. Volacek and Amur on piece A.
So it's an exciting final here. We have on piece B Matteo Bovenzi and Tamash Boton, both excellent fencers. And on piece A we have Amer, Omar and Vorlicek from Czech Republic.
Bovenzi's looking good here. He already has a 2-0 lead. Vorlicek takes the first touch against Amur. Amur will know he's a good laser runner. Got quite scrappy with the Ukrainian athlete yesterday.
Vorlicek is a very tall athlete, so fencing with him is difficult. He needs to stay in the piece. Oh, he got out. He got out the touch for Omar. We're seeing 2 Czech athletes getting out of the piste.
Looks fired up, Amur, doesn't he? Bovenzi is cruising against Tamas.
This is very important for him. 4-0, 28 seconds to go.
Amur is now finding his rhythm, isn't he? Turns this tie around.
It can get really frustrating if you get out of the piste. It's a touch you don't really ever want to get. So Vorlicek needs to step up if he wants to get this. And Amr has to push.
Tamas asked his deficit. So Bovenzi cruising a little bit here, needs to concentrate. Doesn't want to let Tamas back in. Oh, Tamas gets 3 without reply. Game on.
Now what Bovenzi needs is a double touch. But Tamas doesn't want to settle for that.
Double touch on piece A. Amur 6.2 seconds away from victory. I don't think that was a double touch, actually. Final few moments here, and Bovenzi does get the touch, and he progresses. Eventually, he was 4-0 up. So, oh, there we go. That'll be enough for Amur, surely.
We're seeing some action here. Bovenzi was frustrated after the touch. He was a bit stressed. Maybe when it was 4-0, he thought that he got this, but anything can happen in 20 seconds. And here we have 1.9 seconds to go. 3-1. It's, I think, Amr is through. 2 seconds to go. It's really hard.
I think Vorlicek did get a touch there, double touch. And, I mean, that's it. So Valeka and Boero. And then Kowalczyk versus Hassan. Are we going to get an all-Egyptian tie again? I think these two were up against each other in the semi-final, Hassan and Amr, if I remember correctly.
Valeka has a priority on this. On piece B, he has the home crowd cheering for him. The pressure is high, but he gets a touch. It's an important moment in the competition to get the first one. Even though you have the priority, it's good to have this extra boost, extra momentum going if you get the first touch, because you can still hold the defense and make your opponent work for the extra touch. That priority really helps. 20 seconds to go, and it's Valeka doing a flash and Buero holding it in, and he got a touch. It's 20 seconds to go, 1-1.
Meanwhile, Kowalczyk versus Hassan just gets underway. So Buero versus Valeka into the business end final. 10 seconds coming up. Here we go.
Oh, this is scrappy, but he gets the touch. It's 2-1. 7 seconds to go. 7 seconds is a lot of time. He needs to keep up the score in order to progress. This is intense. Everyone's cheering for...
Yeah, there's a good Lithuanian contingent.
2-2, Buero gets the touch. Now Valeka needs to hold the score or get the touch. 3 seconds. Oh, and he gets it flash. That's a good way. That's a good way to end this. We have 2 seconds to go. A lot of time. And he gets the fourth touch. This is safe. He will win this, and he is progressing through. And on piece A, we have 20 seconds to go. 2-1, Kowalczyk is working hard for the touch, but Hassan is not letting him go through. It's 2-2, Hassan has the priority. Kowalczyk needs to work for that touch. 2-2 is pretty difficult because when you don't have the priority, you need to push your opponent. The opponent, and we know as Hassan is a very good...
Just happened there.
Yes.
Literally what you were explaining, right?
He's a good defender. He's waiting for the opponent to come, and he can counter-attack very quickly, and we see that it's working for him. 4-2, 3 seconds to go. Kowalczyk needs to step up his game, but 3 seconds to go. It's not a lot of time left, so he needs luck. But as we see, it's 5-2. Hassan is safely through, and he gets through this, and Kowalczyk needs to settle with the points he has.
A little slap on either side of his neck just to keep himself awake, and he will be up against his teammate Amur versus Hassan in the next bout in the quarterfinals. So we are into the quarterfinals on piece B. Rybak versus Takano.
As we said before, Rybak started from one of the lowest positions in the seeding round, and now he's moving his way up. Will he manage to keep up this momentum going and get the biggest points he can possibly can, or will he go out?
Well, it's pretty much now just no pressure, really, is it? He has already exceeded expectations to get through to the quarterfinals. If he gets through to the semi-finals, I think that is a job very well done, and he's given himself a medal chance. To go from round of 32 to semi-finals, I think is a real superb.
And he got the touch. 30 seconds to go. 2-1. Takano needs to work for it, but Rybak is on a roll. What he needs to do is to keep this going.
So Rybak, the story of the fencing direct elimination so far. His teammate Sich is up against Tasharan on piece A. Can Takano, very respectful from Takano. Sich moves into a 1-0 lead over Tasharan.
These seconds are really important. Sometimes all you need to do is just wait for the right moment. But Takano is not ready to settle for the points, and he needs to work. And now it's 2-2, so Takano needs to hold the score, and Rybak needs to get one extra touch in order for him to get through, and he gets it. 7 seconds to go, 3-2.
So Rybak now looks to continue this amazing run. Takano has 6 seconds left to hit back. Oh, Rybak was ready for it, and that should be enough. Takano needs an instant reply to give himself time. He needs 2 touches. And
this
there we go. Rybak gets the touch and secures his passage through to the semi-finals. He's beaten Collins, he's beaten Brugo. He's now beaten Takano. And impressively, Rybak is through to the semi-finals. What a result.
We are seeing a roll for him, and I think it's really, these points are really important. But on piece A, we have 8 seconds to go, 3-3. Rybak, Sich needs to hold this. He has a priority. Will he keep it up?
Oh, double touch. All to go, 2 seconds left. So Tasharan is living on a knife edge here. Or on an épée edge. Oh, there we go. Sich gets it done. And Sich, our highest ranked fencer, is safely through to the semi-finals.
I think, in my opinion, this is one of the worst places to be in when it's 4-4 or 1 or 2 seconds to go. And sometimes it's luck that actually could help you win, but sometimes it's just good tactics. And in that moment, you have very little time to think about what you're going to do. So he did really well, and he waited for his opponent to come, and he hit him from a lunge.
Crowd enjoyed that, didn't they? Packed arena here in Kaunas. Bavenzi versus Valeka is our next installment. Bavenzi on the left, Valeka on the right. Bavenzi beat Tamas in the previous round. Valeka beat Boero. How is this going to progress? It's Valeka with the first move.
It was a good one. Counter flash. He is on a roll. 35 seconds to go. Still a lot of time. He needs to keep this going in order for him to progress the later stages.
Amr versus Hassan on Piste A. The all-Egyptian bout is underway for a place in the semi-finals. Hassan, the higher-ranked fencer, has priority. 10 seconds down, they're just getting a feel for each other. Amr with a longer reach could be advantageous against his teammate. They'll know each other very well. They'll know their styles, they'll know their tactics. And Hassan tries to mount an attack. Amr is ready for it. No surprise that there's no score in his first 25 seconds. It's cagey as they figure each other out. Trying to mix things up a little bit. 30 seconds after the clock, double touch. Valeka 2-1 up against Bavenzi.
He did the flash, and I think it was not a very good timing, so he needs to keep the score going. Now 2-1.
And there's the touch from Bavenzi to level the score.
This is a place where it gets tricky because 12 seconds to go, anything can change. Valeka needs that extra touch to feel safe, and Bavenzi's on a roll. He got 2 in a row. He needs that push, but will Valeka hold?
Change of epi there for Amr. And there we go, Bavenzi, with just moments to go, takes the lead against Valeka, silencing the arena. And now Valeka needs to hit back. He does!
You can see the emotions from him. Good timing, fast, 2 seconds to go. This is very tricky.
And there we go, the clock ticks down. Bavenzi's left to be a bit frustrated. 3-3 priority means Valeka is through to the semi-finals, where he will be up against Rybak. Hassan moves into a 2-1 lead against Amr. That could be psychologically very important with just over 10 to go. And there we go, Hassan has daylight now. Amr needs 3.
Valeka was ecstatic because of the win.
There's one, by the way, 2-3. Amr on his way back, needs to get another one straight away to give himself a chance. Hassan does get that touch and is cruising. Our final quarter-final tie ahead of the 2 semi-finals to follow. Amr versus Hassan, our final quarter-final tie, the all-Egyptian bout. And Hassan's done it. He is through to the semi-finals against Sich. So we've got Sich versus Hassan, and we've got Valeka versus Rybak. Rybak, who's gone from the round of 32 through to the semi-finals. The Ukrainian underdog versus the local star. Valeka versus Rybak.
Wow.
And Hassan versus Sich.
Hassan is a really good counter attacker. He's waiting for his opponent, and in the last moments he manages to get a touch, and this is high-class fencing from him. He can work hard under pressure, and you can see it in the result that he is one of the best here, doing a very good job. And we're excited to see what Sich versus Hassan can do. Now Sich has the priority. He's a long, tall athlete, and Hassan is a shorter, faster one. So we will see the different tactics. What will Hassan do? Will he push Sich? Will Sich be the first to move? It's going to be an exciting fight.
Big points up for grabs still here in fencing direct elimination. Winner gets 250, second gets 244, third gets 238, and fourth gets 232. A difference of 18 points these athletes are all battling for now. Sich with the first touch. The Ukrainian crowd is making their voices heard.
Both of the Ukrainian athletes are in the semi-final. That's amazing points for them. It's good result.
40 seconds left then with Hassan looking to hit back. He looks like he's lost a little bit of energy, Hassan. Maybe put a lot into beating his own teammate. 30 seconds to go, and it's all looking very good for Sitch, who's looking to get through to the final, and double touch doesn't help Hassan.
Yeah, you can see with the style of Sitch is very... He's waiting for his opponent to come, and because he has this lengthy arm, he can touch from a bigger distance, so it's for the opponent it's hard to get him. So you can see he's waiting for Hassan to come and counterattacks him and gets the touch. 3-1. That's a good position to be in. Hassan really needs to work for these points.
Sitch just 2 points away from the final. The highest ranked fencer is flying. 15 seconds to go. Hassan looks to hit back. Thought he'd got the touch. It's a double touch. And Sitch now just 1 point away from a guaranteed at least 244 points. He's guaranteed at least third place, being the highest seeded fencer in the semi-finals. 10 seconds to go. Hassan keeps things interesting. Needs 2 touches without reply. With just under 9 seconds to go, it's possible. Just about. Final few moments of semi-final A. Hassan looking to hit back, and Sitch has done it. He's through to the final, and deservedly so. The highest seeded fencer makes his way through to the final. Excellent fencing from Sitch over the past few days.
That was some good touches from him, good timing, and Hassan was working hard until the end, but Sitch was the one who is going through and will get the place in the final for 250 points to grab.
So Sitch has guaranteed himself at least 244 points. Will it be an all-Ukrainian final? Will Rybak do the near impossible and go from round of 32 all the way to the final? Or will local hero Valeka keep the crowd entertained with his heroics? Either way, it's going to be a loud atmosphere. Rybak versus Valeka, 1 spot in the final remaining. Rybak looks to try to get an early touch. Valeka's ready for him. Needs to keep both feet on the piste. 40 seconds left on the clock. No touch. And Valeka with the first touch.
There should be, I think, a yellow card for Rybak, but I'm not sure.
Yep.
Because he turned his back to his opponent, so that's a warning for him. The second yellow card would be a touch to your opponent, so he cannot risk doing any more mistakes. And
he doesn't this time, does he? That's good from Rybak. Hits back well. Crowd enjoyed it. Game on.
25 seconds to go. There's still a lot of time for both of these athletes to get a touch. Liutauras has the priority. He needs to hold the 1-1 or get a touch if he wants to continue. And also be careful not to leave the piste. And Rybak gets a touch. It's an interesting... I think Valeka thinks it was the guard, not the arm. But we will see, maybe. Yes or no. We're waiting for the score. It's 9 seconds to go. 2-1. So the head referee was asked for a replay of this and to see what was it. I'm not sure. I cannot really see closely what happened, but it's 2-1. Rybak got the touch, so Valeka needs to strike if he wants to continue. Oh, it was a scrappy, but no touch. So it's 2 seconds to go. Valeka crucially needs that 1 touch to continue, but Rybak won't let him to get it easy. I think it's going to be a tough 2 seconds here.
Final couple of seconds then, and in fact the touch has been given to Valeka. It was a second yellow card for Rybak. So Valeka, oh my goodness me, Rybak. Wow, this is a dramatic semi-final. Valeka's not happy.
He wasn't expecting. Oh.
Needs to sort that epi out, doesn't he? So 1.3 seconds to go, and Valeka possibly has let this slip. Rybak has gone from the round of 32, potentially now staring down a place in the final. He has just 1.3 seconds to hold on. Surely that's not enough time for Valeka. He's gonna storm his opponent here. Here we go. Ooh, so eager to get ready. And away we go. Valeka chasing down his opponent. Did he do it? Oh my goodness me! Wait, has it been confirmed? The crowd seem to think so. Valeka seems to think so. Has he done it? Can we confirm it? I can't believe it. If he's got that touch. Have a look. Elsa, confirm for us.
No, this is...
this is earlier on. Here it is. I think he got it, didn't he?
I think he got it.
I think he got it. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That is just the perfect ending to the most entertaining semi-final I can remember seeing.
Wow.
Look at this.
Also, having the double yellow card, I think it was Rybak's mistake, because that's how he got... he lost one touch, and Valeka is in the final versus Sich, but of course Rybak he's happy after this good roll, but...
I'm not sure he's happy. I think he will have wanted that place in the final. 232 points for Rybak. It could have been 244. That's cost him 12 points. That's significant.
We see they are still trying to sort this out, but I think this is the moment we're seeing is the home crowd advantage sometimes. It's just that little bit of luck when you are competing in your own country over your own, with your own people and family and friends. I think sometimes it just helps you to feel more confident and more safe because the environment is rooting for you. So I think this is what we're seeing now is just...
In football, we call it the 12th man, the wall of noise that lifts you over the finish line. But in fairness, the Ukrainians have been super loud. So here we go. Anyway, we are where we are. It is going to be Valeka taking on Sich.
He's one of the youngsters here, and having these big points in the final of the Junior World Championships, where he's still not only a junior but U19 athlete. So this is good experience for him, and it's a very good start to be in the final, fencing direct elimination. It's just an amazing experience for him. I think he will be really proud of himself and just the way he executed this final here in Kaunas.
Here we go then. Final of the fencing direct elimination. Valeka versus Sich, Lithuania versus Ukraine. Valeka dramatically securing his spot in the final with the last touch of the bout in the semi-finals against Rybak. Double touch, 43 seconds to go.
Both of these athletes are good fencers, but I think Sich has more experience on the bigger stages. So will we see him getting those clever touches, or will Valeka and his young ambition get this fight going? But
Sich takes it 2-1, 28 to go. Valeka's going to have to come from behind again. Now needs 2 touches. This is a really tough position now for Valeka because Sich has been fencing so well. Look how locked in. The concentration on the mask. You can nearly see it through the mask. And Valeka hits back though.
That's a beautiful touch. And one thing to note is that Lithuanians and Ukrainians are often during training camps fenced together. So I think they have fenced before between the two of them, so they know each other's styles.
Gets a bit scrappy there, no touch, 13 to go. And there's a lot of respect between Valeka and Sich as well as they high-five. And they're back underway. Final 10 seconds, this is worth 6 points.
It's a scrappy one, and it's not. Nobody's touched, it's 2-2. Valeka needs to get the touch in order for him to get through and get the most points, 250 points.
Winner gets 250, second gets 244. Valeka responds. He was 2-1 down, and with 5 to go, he is delighting this local Lithuanian crowd, and he does it again. Valeka is delirious.
You can see the excitement. He's not even believing that he gets the touch. And I mean, there's respect between these two athletes, but
Double touch, and that confirms it. Velejka is victorious. He progresses through the field to win in front of his home crowd. Velejka is direct fencing elimination champion, but it doesn't mean too much beyond this moment. 250 points in the bag, and straight away has to turn his focus to the next discipline. Modern pentathlon, 1 sport, 5 disciplines, 1 down, 4 to go.
this is the thing that why it's very exciting, because you never know what can happen until the end, and Velejka managed to use the home crowd advantage and get through and get the 250 points.
This is his path to glory. Velejka beating Boero, Bavenzi, Rabak. So essentially beating the Italians and the Ukrainians on his way to glory. Fair play to Rabak, by the way, who came from the round of 32, was very close to getting through to the final. He will have to settle for 4th place, and let's have a look at the standings now. You'll see Velejka top of the pile with 250 points, Sitch with 244, Hassan 238, Rabak with 236, Bavenzi down in 5th place. Sebastian Forrest has work to do. Omar Amr, you'll remember from semi-finals yesterday. He is in reach, and then Tamita down in 12th place, bottom of that middle pack. Tamash, Kovalchuk, Boero, Papadumitriou, Cornell and Collins are your next 6 athletes. That's it for fencing. Up next, obstacle. So there we go, that is fencing concluded. Let's look ahead to what's next, which is of course the newest discipline to modern pentathlon. Steps into the big wheel into the tilting ladders. Tilting ladders are where things start to get tricky. Get through the tilting ladders cleanly, and then it's the over, under, through section. After that is the flying hoops here in Kaunas. Giant steps before the swinging globes, which are really quite a complicated part of the course. Finish wall and then hit the buzzer. What are we aiming for, 25 seconds?
I think 25, sub 25 is a very good score, but we want to see some 21s and 22s. With this course, it's going to be tricky. We saw some falls yesterday, we saw some eliminations, and you want to keep your hands dry for the swinging globes. You want to keep the momentum. You just want to keep the speed going, and we're ready for the first heat. And these athletes were out from the fencing first, so they had time to prepare. I mean, waiting a long time, but still.
Keep your eye on Jed Collins, because he's got a great obstacle. He obviously got through to semi-finals yesterday, but let's see how far he can go from 18th place. We've got some very quick athletes in this final. Mohammed Hassan, probably the quickest on paper. For those of you new to modern pentathlon, welcome. We are making our way through the 5 disciplines on the men's final here at the Junior World Championships. The wind is blustering outside, the rain is tempting to fall, but at the moment no thunderstorms, which is a crucial detail. But here we go. Collins versus Cornell, heat 1 of obstacle. Couple of 20-year-olds. Collins at the back, the Irish athlete from Czechia, Cornell in lane B. And away we go. Can Collins repeat the dramatics of yesterday? Great technique through the tilting ladders. Over, under, and through. And into the flying hoops. He's so quick, Collins, isn't he? Brilliant technique. Now into the swinging globe. Oh, nearly loses it, but holds on and just takes off an element of pace. But this is still a very, very quick time. 22 seconds. Collins has given himself a chance. Brilliant.
Wow, you can see the frustration in his on his face because he jumped to the third one and he managed to save himself. And of course, it wasn't the technique he wanted to do, but he still managed to keep the pace going and got pretty decent points. I think it's going to be one of the faster times here. But as we see, it looked effortless, and one little mistake and you can just lose the momentum, and the swinging globes can cost you your time. But I think he managed to fix his pace and to get through as fast as he can with a little mistake.
Bang. Yep, well, holds himself to a high standard. He's a very cool character. Jake Collins is well supported here. Up next, Papadimitriou from Greece and Buero from Italy. Greece and Italy, two beautiful Mediterranean countries, two great athletes. Let's see how they get on. And away we go. Into the big wheel, tilting ladders. You can see slightly different technique from these two athletes. Slow and steady. Oh, Buero got a little bit caught on that middle tilting ladder. Slow and steady from Papadimitriou. Just coming back strong, Buero. You've got to keep that momentum going, and Papadimitriou losing a little bit of time in that final flying hoop. Into the swinging globes we go. This is where upper body strength and grip strength. Crucial, Buero makes a mistake. That could be the end of his competition. Papadimitriou hits the buzzer, 33 seconds.
This is not going to be the quickest heat here, but one thing that Buero needs to do is to just... he didn't. He got eliminated from this. As I said before, the globes are tricky. If you're losing momentum, if you're losing speed, your palms get sweaty. You can slip and lose your competition.
So commiserations for Buero, he's eliminated. Oh, great camera angle that, isn't it? And this is where, look, you'll see the slip. Oh, just see his hands sliding down. Papadimitriou, bang.
That was a tricky run for both of these athletes, but they managed. Papadimitriou managed to get through, and Buero is out. One of the younger athletes here.
Maxim Kowalczyk and Buton Tomasz next from Ukraine and Hungary. Kowalczyk, one of the youngest athletes out there. Tomasz, one of the oldest, 22 years of age. This will be his final Junior World Championships. Can he make an impact? Away we go. Big wheel into the tilting ladders. Who's going to pick up the pace quicker here? It is Tomasz, who moves into a clear lead now. And up next, the flying hoops. Good pace. Kowalczyk coming back strong. Not bad so far. And Kowalczyk is ending this run very well, actually. Was slow through the tilting ladders. Tomasz up the finish wall, and there you go. A time of 28, Kowalczyk 30. Similar time for both athletes.
These are not the fastest runs, but still it's good to have secured the points and get through this course. These points are better than an elimination, so the athletes are now feeling less pressure and getting ready for the swim. Finishing obstacle is always a big relief, and we have Tomita and Forrest. Forrest being one of the fastest obstacle racers in this competition here.
He's got work to do, Forrest, if he's to make his way back up the leaderboard. This is a good place for him to do it. He's quick on the obstacle course. How quick will he go? Solid start. Quick off the blocks. Great technique through the tilting ladders. This is looking quick, isn't it? Over, under, and through cleanly. Now into the flying hoops. Oh, this is brilliant from Forrest. Makes it look easy. This is very quick. How quick can he go? He knows he's got to make up time. Brilliant from Forrest. Up the finish wall. Oh, that's lightning fast. Wow, 21.77. That is a phenomenally fast time. Tomita struggling. Can he get through the globes? Tense moment for Tomita. Lands it. Well done. And up the finish wall, it's going to be sub 40. But Forrest with a really quick time. That will bring him back into contention.
Yes, he will be very happy with this run. I think it's going to be one of the fastest times here in this competition with this combination with the flying hoops and the swinging globes. I think he'll be really happy. And it looked really effortless. It looked as you said, it looked easy as he did it, and of course it's not easy, but he used the speed and the momentum, and he managed to do everything without any mistakes, and this is what he has. He now climbed up the ranking, and these points are very good for him, and I think he'll be happy.
Sebastian Forrest, I feel, has the potential to be a future Olympian, doesn't he? He looks very, very much like the well-rounded athlete. Up next, Voracek versus Brugo.
Both
Czechia and
fast.
France.
Good.
Yeah, strap yourselves in, because this could be a good one. Both of these athletes will fly. Watch their technique through the tilting ladders. Straight into the middle. Oh, actually, interesting. Neither of them. Brugo lost quite a bit of time, actually. Voracek now moves into the lead and just swings his way through the flying hoops. This is quick from Voracek. Brugo's been left behind. This is not a good run from Brugo, but Voracek is flying. Oh, just about gets away with the landing and hits the buzzer. 25 seconds. He's not happy, but he's going to be happier than Brugo, who is just, he's as good as given up, hasn't he? He knows his competition's coming to an end. This is hard to see, isn't it? It's just sometimes doesn't go your way, does it? And there we go, he's out. So Brugo eliminated. Joins.
It was not his day today, but Voracek, a very tall athlete, used his length and managed to do fast techniques. A good run from him, but Brugo will not be happy about this. You can see he'd made some mistakes, and maybe it cost him this run, and he got eliminated in the end. So, I mean, he needs to now recover and look up for the upcoming competitions that are waiting for him, and just try to keep his head up and continue working hard, as this happens to even the best athletes.
Yeah, it certainly does. We move on. And Takano up next. Takano, one of the young stars of the sport, 18 years of age. How well can he go here? And let's watch his technique through the tilting ladders. Oh, Amur getting a little bit caught on that middle ladder. Overdid it, didn't he? Overcooked it. Takano moves into the lead. Amur with work to try and make his way back into this good technique. Oh, interesting technique through the flying hoops from Takano. It's effective, though, nonetheless. And into the swinging globes he goes. It's not going to be quickest time of the day. It'll be sub 30 at current race. Amur coming back strong. Not quick from both of these athletes by their own standards. Sub 30 for Takano. Amur 32.40.
We saw Amur yesterday also make some mistakes in the obstacle run. I think he has his high hopes, and maybe sometimes it pushes him too far, and he starts to get scared. And
well, he did well to hold on, didn't he? Just massively overcooked it. Didn't quite get the technique through the middle tilting ladder that he wanted. Must be just pure adrenaline.
Sometimes there's too much adrenaline, and then your body is just not working as you want it to work. So
into the final three heats we go. Tasharan and Bavenzi. Bavenzi is quick, by the way. A definite medal prospect. And if this all goes to plan, he will shoot into first place in the standings. Keep your eyes on the Italian closest to the camera. Off we go. Oh, that's my favourite technique. Through the tilting ladders, scoops his way through. Now, what about the flying hoops? Oh, look at that reach. This is just wonderful to watch. How quick can he go? This is going to be quick if he can get through these swinging globes. The swinging globes, by the way, are so difficult. Finish wall, and there we go. Good time. Not the best, but definitely should be happy with that. Oh, Tasharan has struggled. And I think, has he given up? He's out. He's eliminated. Bavenzi does go top of the standings. How far ahead of Forrest is he? 11 points. So Bavenzi is looking good. Yeah, Forrest has shot up those standings, hasn't he?
So effortless, just amazing.
I know.
You think it's like tricky, but I think he's feeling his body well, and he executes everything perfectly, and every obstacle was
It's high risk though, isn't it, when you're going that fast? Look at that. You can just see swinging all over the show, but it's clearly got phenomenal grip strength.
And the thing is, you can see in this final we have 3 eliminations, and it shows that these athletes are risking in order to get the fastest time, and some of them fail.
Now, how will Mohamed Hassan fare here? Because he is the quickest athlete in this competition on the obstacle course. And away we go. He's in a good position. Doesn't want to take too many risks, but that's brilliant through the tilting ladders. It's such a tried and tested method. It becomes almost automatic. Oh, it just seems so risky, but it just looks so good when it comes together this well. Hassan lands it. This is quick, really quick. Medal prospect for sure. Mohammed Hassan with a 21.151, and that will see him storm to the top of the rankings. Rabak losing quite a lot of time here. Gets through the flying hoops. Oh, I think got away with the giant steps there. Yep. Oh, he's in trouble here because he has to go back round. There was a mistake on the giant steps. I saw it. And, yeah, he's lost concentration here. Rabak was in such a good position. Came back so strong in the fencing. And he's now just cruising. It's almost as if he's given up, isn't it? Oh, and he knows it. Up the finish wall. The frustration sinks in. 58.35. That'll put him down in the bottom 5.
This will cost him his competition, and
yep.
you see he's so disappointed.
What's his score? 5:06. Yeah, it's done.
I mean, he worked so well in the fencing to work his way up, and then the obstacle course.
Let's focus on Hassan, though, because that was lightning fast from Hassan. It's a tale of two completely different outcomes. And he needed to go back, and he knows it. At that point, it's done.
And we're seeing that this sport is so dynamic. You never know what can happen. You can be ready for you know, you can do it, but these few moments and you can slip, and that's the ending.
Here we go then, the star of the show, Litoris Valeka in front of his home crowd, Danilo Sic. And Valeka's quick, by the way.
Only 17 years old here in the final of the Junior World Championships.
Making a name for himself. These will be memories that last for a lifetime. Will they be good memories or will they be bad memories? We'll find out. Gets a little bit stuck on those tilting ladders. That's going to lose him quite a bit of time. Gets through it, though, importantly. Valeka needs to respond here because it's not gone the way he would have wanted it to so far. Sic storms off into the lead. This is great time from Sic into the globes, and Sic is a real medal prospect here for sure. Coming back strong, Valeka needs to get through those swinging globes. It's not a good time for Valeka. It's not bad for Sic. 27 seconds. Valeka finishes well, just about goes 30.5 seconds. Drops into 3rd place. He's frustrated because he knows it could have been so much better. That means your top 5 is Hassan, Sic, Bavenzi, Valeka and Forrest. And look at that battle for second, separated by just 2 seconds.
I mean, it's going to be tight, but you see Valeka, he just missed the second. I mean, this technique is risky. If you can do it, you can do it, but then if you fail, then...
You can see him grimacing, can't you? It's just not a good run from him.
One mistake and you're out of the rhythm, and...
It's okay, though. He's still in for a medal prospect. I think he would be very happy with that.
Of course. It's just...
And also, by the way, Hassan sometimes can panic in the shooting range. So, listen, gold is still on for all these athletes.
I mean, anything can happen. It's just an exciting race. But, of course, every athlete wants the best outcome, and we can see that...
We wish the best for everyone. Hassan is 14 points in the lead, ahead of Sic. Bavenzi, I think, starts later on in 1st place because he's such a quick swimmer, capable of a 50-second swim. Valeka, Forrest and Volacek round off the top 6. Takano, Collins and Mur, Tamash, Kovalchuk and Cornell in 7th to 12th place.
This is going to be a tough fight, but we are seeing that the obstacle course can give the points.
Papademitro, Tomita, Rabak, Tasharan, Brugo and Boero. Those are your 18 athletes. That is the end of obstacle. Up next, swimming. So the obstacle discipline is complete. Time now to turn our attention to the swimming pool. 100-meter freestyle. The faster you go, the more points you get. Each second worth 5 points. There's going to see some big changes in the running order. Do not turn off, folks, because this final is far from concluded. Swimming will be followed by the laser run. And the weather is holding out at the minute, but there are some grey clouds in the sky. That could go either way as well. Lots could change. And there it is, the swimming pool looking in pristine condition at the moment ahead of the 5 swimming heats that are to come. And there's lots of stories that are unfolding in front of our very eyes. It's a small pool here in Kaunas, Lithuania. 4 lanes, which means we have 5 heats rather than the regular 3 heats that we normally have. So even more swimming for you to enjoy from wherever it is around the world you are watching. Sebastian Forrest is going well in this competition. Let's hear his thoughts on how he prepares for swimming.
No set ritual, but in the transition between the obstacle and the swimming, I get some nutrition in. I have 40 grams of carbs from a gel, and I have some caffeine, so that the caffeine should last through to the laser run as well. And I do my band work, a bit of activation, some jumps, just get the muscles firing, so obviously you can't get in the water. But yeah, I don't listen to music. I might before the fencing, but I don't need to. I just like noise. I don't like, I struggled in Budapest with all of the whistling. I didn't like it, so I needed some headphones, but I just need to get myself in the zone. It depends every day. Hopefully I'm in a later swimming heat, so I usually don't swim that hard. Maybe 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, so I can not build the lactate too much, especially with the 100-meter swim. So I get out the water as quick as I can, put my shoes on, do probably maybe up to 2K, usually about 1.5K of running with some shoots. But mainly for me, I need to work on my shooting, so it's about getting the shooting in, but not doing too much, not doing too little, just getting the processes set down.
Sebastian Forrest giving us an insight into his routine, which is very particular and very detailed as well. It's great to get the insight into these athletes' heads ahead of the swimming, where Sebastian Forrest could be a threat for a medal given his current position. He's down in 5th place, but has made his way up through the rankings with a very good obstacle performance. So we're just waiting now for the athletes to make their way out. It's going to be Tasharin, Brugo and Boero in that first heat. But the question is, Elżbieta Adamatidze, is anybody going to drop out? Because there's a potential, isn't there, that the athletes eliminated, there's a few of them, could drop out.
I think all of these athletes were eliminated in the obstacle course, so I'm not sure if they're going to continue, but I think if they're healthy and not injured, why not?
I want to see 3 athletes. There we go. Good for them. You're in the final of a World Championships. Make the most of every second, even if it is not going your way. Do yourself and your country proud, and that is what they've done. If you're able to continue, then do, and brilliant to see. Boero, Brugo and Tasharin putting behind them the disappointment of the obstacle discipline, and really just entertaining. And there will be some very proud families from Turkey, France and Italy watching on. And off we go into the pool.
I think the athletes are proud to represent their countries. It's a top 18 in the final, so they're giving it their all. Even though maybe their race is not how they managed it to be after the obstacle, they're still giving it their all and pushing their limits and trying to get the best out of this competition, as they should, and showing the character and grit. And you know, the hard work they are putting in every day for the results they...
Do you just go absolutely flat out in the pool here if you're in this position? Just give it everything?
I think yes. I think the tactics here are you have nothing to lose. So just try to maybe make a PB in the pool and maybe feel a bit better about yourself. You know, that some good things, take out some good things from this competition. You know,
the water can cure you a little bit as well. Go on to the refreshing, cool water can sometimes just put behind you the disappointment. But there we go. First swimming heat, which is kind of like the consolation heat, if you like. Tasharin wins it. Brugo in second, and in fact it was Boero in second and Brugo in third.
They will have a lot of time to recover for the laser run, so I think what they had to do is just give it their all, what they have left after this whole week of competing, and just expect the best and be ready for the worst. So I think now they're getting ready for the laser run and just focusing on themselves and what they can do and maybe push in the laser run. And
if you did like the perfect laser run in this position with like 6-second shoots and really quick running, would you be frustrated, or you'd be like, no, at least I can prove I've done it?
Of course, there's frustration after each disappointment. It's hard to accept it, but you need to accept it in order to move on.
Now, what can Nicholas Papadimitriou do from this position? He has got a very good laser run, went from 16th place right up until the top 9 yesterday. A top 10 finish will be the aim for him. He's in the final of a World Championship, so it's so far so good for the Greek. Bummer. We get underway in Heat 2. Papadimitriou, Tomita and Rybak are in the pool.
I think it's going to be a fast heat because we have Tomita and Rybak, both very fast swimmers. And we will see what they can do after a whole week of competing. Will they have something left?
We'll find out, because so far we are halfway through and very little between any of them. Papadimitriou on the far right-hand side is keeping pace with Tomita and Rybak, although Rybak is pulling ahead into the distance. And with 25 meters to go, here we go. Last few meters, and Papadimitriou will potentially push Tomita for second place, and there we go. So Rybak with a 56, Tomita 58, Papadimitriou 58. Good times.
Yeah, it's a fight between yourself and the water, so I mean, you just have to give it your all and what you have left and just expect for the best time. But of course, it's only what your body can do. So these athletes are pushing the limits now. Last day of the World Junior Championships here in Kaunas. It's the final of the men's. And we're going to crown the World Champion today. So it's going to be an exciting race. And we still have some heats to go. And it's the third heat of swimming. We have 4 athletes.
Yeah, this is where things start to get really serious now, because these athletes that will be looking to push on. Amr is in 7th place in the live standings and will be looking to close the gap on those a bit further up. He needs to improve on his qualification time to give himself a chance.
It's the top 12 now entering the pool.
12th place right up until 9th place, and away we go. Amar, Tamas, Kowalczyk and Cornell. Tamas with a PB of 54.61.
That's a good time.
Papadimitriou temporarily leads the competition. That will change after this heat, but let's see how the athletes progress.
I think we're waiting for the most exciting heat. It's the last heat where we'll see Bavenzi Matteo, one of the fastest swimmers here.
It's a case of how far ahead he starts, isn't it? Rather than will he start in first place. It's how far into first place will he start.
Yeah, he's the star of the show in swimming and always really exciting to watch. But we're focusing now here.
Final few meters then of swimming heat 3. And there you go, Tamas with a 54.45. That's quick, by the way.
That's a good time.
Really quick. Tamas could be a danger for those further up. With a 59.57. Cornell just over a minute. Kowalczyk 56.24. Not bad times across the field there.
As we saw in the women's final, maybe in the swimming you're not seeing that much action because the times, we only see the times, but these times, the faster times, they give a lot of points, and a lot of things can change in the ranking, because 1 second is 5 points. So if you have 4 seconds faster time than your opponent, you can just be 20 points above. So every second here matters, and it's very important to give it your all and just get everything out of your tank, because every second counts, and until the end you don't know what you can do after the finish. So
penultimate swimming heat coming up next. Forrest, Volacek, Takano and Collins. Collins has really lifted himself up the standings, and I think could be dangerous if he can swim well here. This is another quick heat. Medals are up for grabs, definitely. And away we go. Forrest, Volacek, Takano and Collins all launch themselves into the pool. Volacek could be one to keep an eye on, by the way, as well. I think real medal prospect.
Very young athlete, but a good one, a fast swimmer, a good obstacle racer. So we'll see what he can do in the laser run, in the shooting arena. And this is the 4th heat. 1 heat to go, 50 meters left of the 100. It's a sprint finish now. The athletes are giving their all what they have left. Every second, every millisecond counts as these points are accumulating, and we don't know who will be the best until the end, so you just need to give it your all and what you have left, because you don't know what can happen, and as we saw in the women's final.
So Volacek goes fastest in the penultimate swimming heat. In fact, no. Yes, he is ahead of Forrest. There you can see it's corrected, and Takano 3rd, Collins in 4th. So Collins losing a little bit of ground. Volacek and Forrest putting pressure on the front 4. It's going to be really tight heading into the laser run. Bavenzi is going to have some head start, I tell you that for nothing, as we watch the replays there of that penultimate swimming heat. 1 swimming heat still to go, and there is definitely an advantage for the athletes that are coming out of the swimming pool now, Elsa.
Oh yes, they're already changed and running, and we have still 1 heat to go, so the athletes from the 1st heat have already changed their clothes, and the last heat, the 5th heat, the athletes are still in the pool waiting for their start. And we have to look out for for lane number 3, where we have the fastest swimmer in the competition, Matteo Bavenzi. We will see what he can do on the last day of this competition, what he has left in the tank, and it's going to be an exciting 100 meters, last 100 meters of this competition and the last 100 meters of today. An exciting way to finish.
Here we go then, final swimming heat ahead of the laser run. Hasancic, Bavenzi and Valeka. No doubt as to who wins this swimming heat in lane 3, already galloping into the distance. Matteo Bavenzi will touch the wall in 1st place, 25 meters down, 75 to go. Good pace though from Valeka, who is looking to keep Lithuanian interest at a peak. Bavenzi now approaching the wall, and it's going to be sub 25 seconds for that first 50 meters. That's a remarkably quick first 50 meters in the pool. Still around 30 meters or so to go, and you can see absolutely flying through the pool. Turns, spins, 25 to go. How close to the 50-second mark can Matteo Bavenzi of Italy go? He is absolutely flying. This is going to be remarkably fast. It might just be over the 50-second mark. It is 52.1 for Bavenzi. Actually a touch slower than perhaps we had maybe anticipated. Still very quick indeed. Hasancic and Valeka finish. But Bavenzi, watch out on the bottom left-hand side of your screens, because he is going to shoot into 1st place. How big will the lead be? We'll find out after these replays. So the atmosphere is building a little bit here in the Laser One Arena. The DJ plugs in the speakers. The MC is building up hype. And we are waiting to see just how much of a lead our star man, Matteo Bavenzi, has built himself. Favourite for gold at this point, you have to feel. Let's take a look at the standings. Here we go, folks. And in 1st place, Matteo Bavenzi leads by only 11 seconds. So it's game on for the chasing pack. Hasancic and Forrest in 2nd, 3rd and 4th place. Volacek 7 seconds behind. Valeka inside that top 6. Tamash, Takano, Kovalchuk, Collins, Amur and Papadimitrou in that middle pack. I still cannot be anything other than impressed by Papadimitrou, who went from 16th to 9th. What can he do from 12th place? He's a good laser runner. We'll find out in a few minutes' time. Cornelton, Mita, Rybak, Tasharan, Brugo and Boero. And that's it for swimming, folks. Up next, you know what comes next by now. It is the laser run to conclude the event here in Kaunas. Welcome everybody back to Kaunas, Lithuania for the conclusion of the men's Junior World Championship final. We have reduced the fields dramatically from qualifications down to semi-finals. Now it's the finals. We're going to crown some champions soon, folks. The laser run is next. And let's remind ourselves of how it works. The athletes will head to the start line in a handicapped order. The higher the ranking from the first 3 disciplines, the larger the head start you have. And of course you head to the shooting range. 5 targets needed in order to progress past the shooting range. The shooting range open each lap. 5 laps of the 600-meter course. And the first over the finish line will be crowned Junior World Champion. As simple as that. Seems easy, right? It certainly will not be. Matteo Bavenzi will lead the athletes out of the blocks in first place. Whew. So there's some nervous faces in the crowd overlooking the shooting range as the athletes get themselves warmed up for one final time, and a moment just to reflect on how brilliant the Lithuanians have been at organising yet another world-class competition. Kaunas hosting the Junior World Championships brilliantly. I think you'll agree. As a fellow Lithuanian yourself, Elsa.
I agree, and it's very important to mention that for having these big competitions, organizing these big competitions, there's a lot of organizing and a lot of people behind the scenes working hard to make everything work, to make every shooting pistol and the target and the pool and the whole team working. So
look at Hassan's hands shaking, by the way. That is the level of nerves you have to deal with as an athlete at the shooting range.
5 minutes to the start now, and we have the nerves going up, and I think every athlete's hand is shaking. It's inevitable. It's a part of the sport. After the swimming, the lactate is so high, so it's hard to keep yourself stable. And yeah, it's now 5 minutes to go. No coaches in the arena. They're working hard. They have these few moments, 2 minutes left until the start. They have to go to the starting area, and it's just a few sips of water and just calming your nerves before the big game, the laser run.
Yeah, it is a very nervy moment for a lot of these athletes because they know what comes next. The chance to win a World Championship title does not come about too often. Juniors often progress to seniors. And if you think of the likes of, for example, Michelle Gouyash, how quickly she progressed from a junior to a senior to become an Olympic champion. This wonderful sport moves on quickly, doesn't it?
It does, and I was looking at the scores of today's Junior World Championships, and every year they're getting higher and higher. These accumulative points get higher and higher, and the level is growing of the sport, and I think everyone is getting better and better with each year, so no mistakes can be made, and the shooting times get faster, even though we have one extra shooting series now, not 4 but 5, and even with that the times get faster and the points get higher, so the level is growing and these athletes are getting better and better, and there is no time to lose and no mistakes can be made each year, and as we're going up to the 2028 LA Olympic Games.
Yep, LA is on everyone's mind at the moment, isn't it? Next season, qualifications for LA begin. Things get serious. Pan American Games, European Championships, Asian Games. There's so many ways you can qualify, but let's take a look at the start list for this Junior World Championships. Bavenzi has a 12-second head start over Hassan. Sitch starts in 3rd place with Forrest in 4th. The gap between 1st and 4th, 31 seconds. Voracek starts in 5th place, further 7 seconds back, level with Valeka, who starts 38 seconds off the lead. That's just top 6. What about the chasing pack? Let's take a look. Over to page 2, and you can see Tamash and Tatiana within 50 seconds. Papademitro 127 off the lead. There's a big gap between Papademitro and Amur. Amur made his way back into the competition brilliantly yesterday, finishing 2nd in his semi-final after starting a minute 38 off the lead. What can he do a bit closer? And if you look a bit further back, the 15th to 18th place are quite a distance back.
We have 2 minutes until the start of this laser run. Everyone is excited to see who will be the world champion in the Junior World Championships in Kaunas here. It's a few moments left. The athletes are nervous but excited to race, give their all, give their best, and focus in the shooting range where it will matter, because as we spoke before, you can never outrun a bad shoot. As we saw some good performances from the women's final today, the ones that shot the best got the medals, so we're expecting very fast times here with good shooting series and very high quality racing in this competition here in Kaunas. The weather is nice, there's no rain, there was rain expecting, but the clouds got blown away and we have good weather out here, no wind, no rain. Fast course, I think we will see some fast times here in the competition, and it's 1 minute to the start, and we're excited to see what these athletes have left in the tank after a whole week of competing here in Kaunas and this beautiful venue. And these athletes have been working whole season for this moment, and they will show what they've been patiently working for and maybe doing their best. We have 30 seconds up to the start and it's almost there.
So let's go through. Matteo Bavenzi in first place. Mohamed Hassan starts in second. In third place is
Ukrainian athlete
Danilo Sich.
It's going to be a tight race.
Certainly is.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And away we go. The athletes are running out of the blocks. And it is Bavenzi who leads us out in first place. This could be a very, very exciting laser run.
They need to focus on the shooting range. The first shooting series can make it or break it, make your race go well or leave you left without any medals. So I think Bavenzi in the shooting range now already. Good shooting from him. He is out of the shooting range, sub 10 second shooting series, and Hassan is already in shooting range and shooting pretty well. He needs to keep the space going if he wants to keep the medals, and it's 9 seconds, so it's a good shoot from him, and they're out. 1-2 is out. Danilo Sich is in the shooting range. Will he manage to do a sub 10 second shoot? These athletes are aiming a sub 10 second shoot for a good time, and each shot is 2 seconds, so it's every point counts. So it's 13 second shoot. It's a pretty good one. He's out. Number 3 is out. Forrest is out. So we have top 4 out already.
So solid shooting for the top 4. Now we see the chasing pack. Takiano getting through his shooting routine well. Tamash as well. Valeka, though, feeling the pressure in front of his home crowd. Vorlacek.
We saw a 6 second shoot from Takano. It's a fast one. He's 8th right now. But still, 1-2 is they're pretty safe. We see Hassan is trying to catch up to Bavenzi, but Bavenzi is keeping up the pace. We will see what will happen in the shooting range now, but the pack that is trying to catch the 1-2-3, it's going to be a tough race as we're only starting now. So
Papademitro, who was so good in the semi-finals. Look at this, Papademitro getting close to 10 seconds. It's just gone over 10. I thought possibly there could have been a chance for him to make a surge, but not to be the case.
Anything still can change in this race because it's only the first lap, the second shooting series. The leader is almost in the shooting range.
So 5 seconds separates Bavenzi and Hassan. And it was a 12-second gap. It's been reduced now to 5 with the second shooting routine. Sich quite a bit further back. Hassan versus Bavenzi. Look top right, that's Bavenzi's accuracy. 3 out of the 5 for Bavenzi. 4 out of the 5. He's out. That is unbelievable. 7.07. What about Hassan? Well, Hassan is losing a little bit of ground here. Ooh, that fifth target needs to hit. It needs to hit. He's missing consistently now. And this is working very well for Bavenzi. Hassan struggling with the fifth shot, needs to concentrate. Oh, it's slipping away for Hassan. No. Oh, my goodness me, a 26.87, and he has got a long road ahead. Sitch now closes that gap. Forrest with a 10.42. The battle for second and third is open, but Bavenzi is off. It happens, doesn't it?
This was a close shot, and Bavenzi is now very safely in the first position, but Hassan is being chased by Sitch and Forrest, and Tamás is still in the shooting range, but the second and third place is for grabs, and we're seeing Hassan working hard because the 26-second shoot can be a crucial part of his race, and it can make or break
This is the battle for third place. Forrest all over the back of Sitch. Hassan running well, trying to make up the time that he lost at the shooting range in the last shooting routine. Bavenzi is absolutely flying, and actually Hassan has built quite a bit of ground up. Can he close in on Bavenzi on the running track? There you can see Tamás a bit further back with Vorlacek trying to close in on the medal positions. Top four positions are fairly safe at the moment. Anyone further back you're keeping an eye on?
Yes, I think the top four are pretty safe, but we have the chasing pack quite fast also, but I think the top four now is pretty safe, and it all can depend in the shooting range, but I think Bavenzi is already running into the shooting range now with this big gap he had made for himself with an amazing 7-second shoot.
A 10-second shoot for Bavenzi here could absolutely put half a hand on gold already. He's 17 seconds ahead of Hassan. Hassan's a quicker runner, I feel. Bavenzi misses his first 3 shots. It's a little bit nervy from Bavenzi. He's feeling the pressure. Look at that top right there. Finally finds a target and has clicked into gear. 2 out of the 5, but it's given Hassan a chance. Hassan goes 10 seconds here, and it's game on. Bavenzi out with a 15.97. Hassan needs a perfect shoot now to make up from the last round. First 2 make it pretty quickly. 3 out of the 5, 4 out of the 5 for Hassan. It was his 5th target that he struggled with last time. For some reason, psychologically, struggling on this 5th target, and it's happening again. Hassan got through the first through so quickly and gets out this time with a 16.85. Sitch with an 11.54. What about Forrest?
Yep.
This
Forrest
is
is
intense.
struggling also in the shooting range. He's a fast runner, but now he can see he's struggling also, and we have the top 3 already in the range, so top 3 are still in the medal positions, and Forrest is 4th, but
30.19. That is the end of Forrest's attempts at a gold for sure. And unless there are mistakes further up the field, these two here will be battling for silver and bronze. Can anybody? Tamás perhaps maybe can make his way through the field. What about Amur, who's at the range at the moment? He's a quick runner, could make an impact later in the race. I worry a little bit for Hassan because that 5th shot has proven to be very problematic. We'll see what happens. Still a way to go in this race. We're at the halfway stage.
the top 3 are pretty secure. They're fighting for the medals here, but the 4th and the 5th are catching up.
Papadimitriou posts another 10-second shoot, by the way. He's doing a good job of coming back. Kowalczyk and Rebecca there or thereabouts. I think we could still see some changes, but the front 3 are in a race of their own at the minute, aren't they? They are absolutely making the most of this opportunity. Hassan's such a quick runner. I think silver would be okay for him. He would be pretty happy with that. But the gold medal is still there for the taking. What's the gap? It's actually a second quicker than it was last lap. Bavenzi was a bit nervous in the range last time round. Let's see how he gets on in this penultimate shoot. This is, of course, shooting routine 4. And away we go. Bavenzi makes his first 2 targets. This is better for the Italian. It's 4 out of 5 for Bavenzi. Look at that! 6.63. That is how to react to a questionable shoot on the previous lap. Bavenzi now surely has done enough for gold. What about Hassan? There we go, finds the target. Still, though, missing quite consistently to the left. Just misses there. Finally makes the second shot. Sitch is out, 11.08. That could be Sitch putting a big hand on silver. Forrest has come back incredibly well, by the way. He's back at the range. It's a 16.9 for Hassan. Can Forrest close up now? It's 3 out of the 5 for Forrest. Struggled in that last shooting routine. It was a 3rd-second shoot. 8.89. That's much better for Forrest.
I mean, I don't know if he will recover after 30-second shoot, but he's actually working really well and working hard to get the 3rd position I don't know if he will manage. We'll all see it in the shooting range afterwards, but he's a good runner, so he can potentially try and catch up to 3.
I would say first and gold is going very well for Bavenzi, but Sich, Hassan and Forrest are still in that battle for second, third and fourth place. Forrest has been dropped a little bit by Hassan here. That was quite a big gap, and it still remains that way. Hassan looking to try and catch Sich. We'll see what the gaps are soon. Papademitro, I'm keeping half an eye on him because he's a good laser runner. He's up to 11th place, started in 12th. Final lap bell being rang. Final lap bell being rang, folks, after an epic few days of competition. We're on the final lap of the men's final, and we're going to crown our champions soon. Bavenzi, Sich, Hassan and Forrest are battling for the medals.
The sun is out. The sun is out to crown the champion.
It certainly is. And Sich has dropped Hassan a little bit here. 3 seconds a gap between them. And here we go. Bavenzi at the range for one last time. 3 out of the 5 for Bavenzi. Just 2 more needed for certain gold. Struggling a little bit, but he's got time to play with this. 4 out of the 5 for Matteo Bavenzi, sub 15. That will do nicely. The Italians in the crowd are so loud. Matteo Bavenzi surely now storms off to gold. What about silver though? Sich, Hassan and Forrest slowly making his way to the range. Sich has been great here in the shooting range, and that surely is silver for Sich. Hassan now has 4 targets. Needs to make the 5th if he is to consolidate. There we go, Hassan is away. And he's being encouraged by the Egyptians to chase down Sich. Are we going to get the big finish from Hassan? Matteo Bavenzi in a league of his own.
I think we have the top 3 already clearly doing pretty well. I think it's going to be Bavenzi, Sich and Hassan with a gold, silver and bronze here.
Hassan has hit the accelerator, but that gap looks mighty big, and he will see Sich shooting off into the distance. Has Hassan saved enough for a big sprint finish? He's closing that gap, and this is hammer time now for Hassan. But look at this, Matteo Bavenzi.
Tears of joy.
A face full of emotion, accelerating towards the start-finish line. The winning tape is there. He grabs it, lifts it up into the air. The Italian stallion, Matteo Bavenzi, is the junior world champion. Brilliant from Danilo Sich, who held off the charge of Mohamed Hassan to take silver. Hassan has to settle in the end for bronze. Front 3 in a league of their own. Forrest will be made to rue that 1:30-second shoot that cost him a chance for a medal position, but it's still another very solid position for Sebastian Forrest. Voracek and Tamash come home in 5th and 6th place. Amar with a solid competition finishes in 7th.
He climbed up some places, and we see Rybak and Tassarian also climbing up a lot of places in this race, but the fight for the gold, silver and bronze was decided in the shooting range between these top athletes, and it was an exciting race to watch, but the leader Bavenzi was unbeatable. He had amazing shooting and amazing running and just a quality race, and he got the well-deserved gold medal here in Kaunas. We have still athletes finishing the race. Liutauras Valeka finishing 14th in the Junior World Championship final here. One of the younger athletes here. These athletes are giving their all to the last meters. It's been a tough week, tough race, and they're just pushing their limits and working hard in order to just finish in the top 18 in this competition. The sun got out, the vibes are amazing, the people are excited to watch this competition and just to see their nations do well in the competition, and these athletes working really hard in order to be here and can see the tears of joy of Bavenzi, Matteo Bavenzi. Today was his day. He fought till the end. He managed to do everything he can, and it was a gold medal. And today is his day. Today is his day to celebrate the hard work he has put in to this competition. One of the younger athletes here, and one of the bright stars that will lead the way for the Italians in the future. And he's just the star, just a nice person, and well-deserved. And you can see the tears of joy. He's just so happy, and all the relief after today. It's just an amazing place to be at, and I think he will be really happy. And we see Danilo with hugging his physio, hugging coaches, family, and other athletes. It's just what he needed today, just a silver medal, and very happy, smiling. I think he just needs it all to sink in, and he climbed one place up. He started third, and now he's second, and the silver medal is his. And we see Mohamed Hassan. He had a tricky shooting series. He can be very happy by the third place, of course. Maybe he wanted the gold, but the third place is an amazing place to be at in the World Junior Championships, and I think he's happy. He's proud of himself, and he did whatever he can today, and he got the bronze medal. Each athlete worked really hard to be in this position, and just you can see the recap here of the race. So today we had a long day, the women's final in the morning, and in the afternoon the men's final. Today we had an exciting race. We had a crazy obstacle race, amazing fencing, a quick swim, and then afterwards a very exciting laser run where we had some difficulties in the shooting range, where some athletes fell a few positions and some athletes gained a few positions, and we crowned the champion Matteo Bavenzi from Italy. Today it was his day, and everything went well for him, and he managed to win the gold medal today. And the second place went for Danilo Sic, who started third, and he managed to climb his way up in the shooting and fought his way until the end. And then the third place went for Mohamed Hassan. He fought, he ran, he gave it him all. He gave his all, and he settled with the bronze medal. I think all of these athletes who competed today are happy to have finished, and just maybe got some motivation and maybe some disappointment, some motivation, but they all worked really hard to get here, and they should be really proud of just what they achieved. And this is the end of the Junior World Championships here in Kaunas. Tomorrow we have the relays, but today is all about the men's and women's final and crowning the world champion and the silver and the bronze medalists here in Kaunas, Lithuania. The whole season was crazy for these athletes, and this is the ending they wanted, and the top athletes have finished in today's race. The conditions here were really good. There was some rain in the beginning, but afterwards the sun came out. It was dry and the course was fast, and just what we needed to end this beautiful day in Kaunas, Lithuania, and this amazing week of competition here. And the athletes and coaches are very proud of all their work they've been putting this season for the World Championships. This is the biggest stage for the juniors today, the Junior World Championship here. And we can see the standings here. As we spoke before, gold medal for Italy, Matteo Bavenzi, the star of the show today. Second place for Danilo Sic, and third for Hassan. And all of these athletes were working hard. You can see, climbed some positions. Some athletes fell some positions, but it was a fight till the end, an exciting race to watch, and an amazing ending of the season. For some athletes, maybe it's the end of the season. For some, it's just the continuation. But we have James now with our bronze medalist from Egypt. It's Mohamed Hassan and James.
Well, Mohammed, many congratulations. I know just how hard you've been working to get on the podium. It's been a tough week, but ultimately one that ends very well. You're a bronze medalist at the Junior World Championships.
Like, I don't have much words to say, but I'm so grateful, happy. I have a lot of feelings because the qualification wasn't the best, also the semi-final. Today it was a hard day, mentally before physically. I had to focus on shooting a lot because I know I wouldn't be in the podium without shooting well. I almost shoot well today. It wasn't the best, but I'm so grateful. Thank God. Thanks for everyone. Thank God.
Big steps forward. Tell us about some of the conversations you've been having with your mental coach, with your dad, with Yasser Hefni, just your team to try to get you into this position. A lot goes on behind the scenes, more than just what we see on the track.
As I told you yesterday, and qualification wasn't good, so I was nervous from the shooting. I did talk with my dad, mental coach, and Hefni. We have said, we need to forget yesterday and the qualification, and don't focus on being in the podium. Just be here and now. Focus on what you're doing now, and you'll shoot good today because today is a new day. Just be here and now, and everything went fine. Thank God. So happy. Lesson learned. So happy to be here. Thanks for dad. Thanks for Hefni. Thanks for family. Thanks for mental coach. Thanks for the coaches. I wouldn't have been here without them.
Thank you to you for giving us such an entertaining race, and a word in Arabic for your friends and family watching back home. They're going to be so happy for you, man.
الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله. يعني مش قادر اوصف احساسي، مبسوط. كان نفسي طبعا ابقى الاول. ان شاء الله السنه الجايه واللي بعدها ان شاء الله. شكرا لاهلي جدا، شكرا لمدربيني، شكرا لاصدقائي، اصحابي، زمايلي في التمرين. عمري ما كنت هبقى هنا من غيركم. والحمد لله طبعا كلنا فيه ده فضل ربنا ومجهودي ومجهودكم، وان شاء الله اللي جاي احسن. احنا والله دي بس البدايه، ان شاء الله اللي جاي احسن.
Man, well done. Congratulations. Bronze medal here at the Junior World Championships. Enjoy it, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You can see how emotional he got, how he talked with his coach about being here and now, and how important it is to just focus on your race and give it your all until the very end, because you never know what can happen until the very end. And this is some high-class racing today from Hassan, and as you see, he got very emotional. But we have the silver medalist here with James, Danilo Sic.
Well, Danila, congratulations. A sensational result from you. Right from the beginning of the day when you were doing so well in the fencing, right through, obviously, you had a good obstacle, good swim. Talk to us about your journey, because it's a long, tough journey to get onto the podium in Pentathlon.
So today I think is the best my fencing. It's really amazing competition for me, and last year a junior world champion for me. It's very important medal for me. I want to say thanks my coaches, my team, my family for support, for helping for me.
And talk to us about that battle in the end with Mohammed Hassan as well, because you two really were going at it in that laser run. It was a battle of nerves, strong mental strength needed for you, I think, wasn't it?
It's really hard, but today I win. Good luck for Hassan after.
Yeah, and just a message in Ukrainian, because I'm sure you've got a lot of friends and family watching back home.
I better understand.
Just a message in your own language, in Ukrainian, for friends and family watching back home.
So I want to say for my team, thanks for competition, for first team medalist.
Yeah, well, listen, congratulations, man. Well done, well deserved. Congratulations.
You can see him being very proud of his race and just the way he executed it all. It was high-class racing today, also from Danilo, and all the hard work he put in has worked very well for him, and the ending of us with a silver medal is an amazing. And then we have the gold medalists, Matteo Bavenzi and James, for us to watch.
Well, Matteo, a new bit of your outfit for you. You're wearing the winner's tape around your neck. You seem absolutely delighted. You deserve it, man. You were amazing today. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I mean, honestly, I still can't believe it. It just feels insane. You know, I've been wishing for this for so many years. I just, wanted to do this for so long. Finally, it's come true. I still can't believe it.
It seemed like the perfect performance from you today in many ways. Listen, you're such a quick swimmer. That gave you the good advantage heading into the laser run, but you were ice cold out on the shooting range. Like, your shooting was incredible. One shoot, possibly a little bit slow, but you put that behind you. Perfect performance. Are you happy with how you performed?
I mean, absolutely. It's been, as you said, some things can be perfected, but it's 5 disciplines. You can't be perfect in everywhere. So I'd say overall, it's probably, an insane race. I've been, you know, exactly all of the sports leading up to this. Fencing, you know, kind of sad for that elimination, but, you know, it's fine. I can live with it. Good swimming, good obstacle. Good running. I mean, I've been having some issues with the shooting recently. Even yesterday, first series, I had a 27-second shoot. You know, the nerves get to you. In the first one, you start off no running, everything. Starting first, that advantage. And I managed to keep it cold today, cool, collected, and, you know, just amazing.
You've had a smile on your face from the second you arrived here in Kaunas. I feel that good energy has helped get you across the line. Listen, a word for in Italian for your friends and family watching back home. Feel free to look down the camera and talk to them directly, man. You've earned it.
Thank you. Veramente ringrazio tutti per tutto, tutti i miei allenatori, tutto il mio staff. Veramente grazie mille. Ringrazio anche il mio centro sportivo all'aeronautica. Grazie, senza di tutti voi non potrei farcela. I miei genitori, tutti i miei amici a casa che mi guardano e tifano per me. Grazie mille.
Many congratulations, man. It's a pleasure to see your journey. Well done. You're the gold medalist. Well done.
You can see the Italian fashion coming through our screens, and this interview put a smile on my face, as Matteo, a very charismatic and warm athlete and person, very deserved gold medal here, and you can see the excitement, the hard work, and the relief in his face of just how well it went for him today. And as he said, in pentathlon, the 5 disciplines, you can never get them all right, and as he said, he made some mistakes, but he said he can live with it. But in the end, he managed to even fix some mistakes from yesterday and show us today an amazing, incredible, high-class performance of just a very good obstacle run, a very high-class swim, and a laser run performance with a very good shooting series. So this shows about how good this athlete can be in the future, how good he can be now, as he knows how to learn from mistakes and show that everything is possible. And his courage and mentality is a one to look after in the future, because the sport is not only physical but it's mental. So you need to have a good mental side in the sport, and not only just the physicals. And as Hassan already also spoke, he has a mental coach, so this is important for these athletes, not only be physically strong but also mentally.
Excellent job, Elżbieta. Right, we're going to jump straight back into the commentary box and take a look back at Matteo Bovenzi's journey to the top. Let's check it out. Well, he came out and took a selfie. I want to see that selfie posted on social media. I don't know about you. We're going to need to see that again. And listen, fenced well, got the job done, did what he needed to do in terms of fencing. Bovenzi, in the end, progressed through to just the round of 8, didn't he? But that's fine. It wasn't too much of an issue for him, was it? I mean, this is his real strength, isn't it, Elsa?
I think swimming and also obstacle is his strength. So he's just a well-rounded athlete and a good character. We see his entrance with the selfie was one of the most charismatic ones. So he's having fun, and maybe that's the secret of bringing good results. It's just having fun, not putting too much pressure on yourself, and gold medal is yours.
I wonder how nervous he really felt in that shooting range. He gave it a little bit of an insight into it, but when you've got that advantage in first place, when you've got that lead, it certainly helps, doesn't it?
Well, it does help, but it sometimes even can break you if you feel too nervous that you have to keep up the first place. Sometimes it can break your race, but we see that Bovenzi held the gold medal, and this race was his today.
Raw emotion, look at that. Let's go, Matteo Bovenzi, a very popular champion. And I have to apologize to the audience watching back at home, because I said that the weather was going to be not so good. I said we were probably expecting heavy rain and even thunder and lightning. They are clear, sunny skies. So.
Welcome to Lithuania, James.
Right, welcome to Kaunas. It's hard to predict the weather. Here they come, the stars of the show. Our 3 medalists here in Kaunas, and they have done an amazing job, haven't they, these athletes? WCH, Matteo Bovenzi on the top of the podium, and Mohammed Hassan. Mohammed Hassan, that meant a lot to him, didn't it? He really, really wanted that and had to work hard. Ups and downs being an athlete, isn't it?
Yes, but I think a very important part he mentions is that he was focusing on here and now and what he has to do now, not thinking about the medals, but thinking about the execution. And you see that it's a high-class mentality, and that's what gives you medals. And I think it was his day because he focused on here and now and managed to give his all and his best and got the bronze medal.
Certainly did. Excellent result for Mohammed Hassan, our bronze medalist here at the Junior World Championships 2026. Danilo Sic from Ukraine.
A very calm and composed athlete.
Cool guy, isn't he?
Yeah. I think he's very happy inside, just not showing it from the outside, but a very cool guy, very calm, and just knows when to perform, and overall a very well-rounded athlete. And I think he's very proud of his job here in Kaunas, and
as he should be. A silver medal, and he was delighted with it as well. Good mental strength from him in those final few shooting routines. Matteo Pavenzi is getting the big hype from his team as they get ready to crown the champion.
The Junior World Champion here in Kaunas.
Here he is then, your Junior World Champion from Italy. There he is, Matteo Pavenzi.
Such a cool guy. You see the charisma is putting a smile on everyone's face.
Yeah, it's like a shared joy, isn't it?
Yes. I think he's one of the persons that when he comes into the room, everyone smiles, and this is a good vibe. And I think it's very important in sport to have fun, and I think he's doing that, and he's showing other athletes a good example of how this is not all serious, that it can be fun even though in the high stakes of the World Championship.
Yep, well put. So Matteo Pavenzi is your gold medalist, and we pause now for the Italian national anthem. Italian national anthem, delightful national anthem, isn't it? The Italians absolutely delighted with Matteo Pavenzi. Danilo Sic taking the silver, Mohammed Hassan, sorry, old habits, with the bronze. UIPM secretary.
Are we seeing a smile on Danilo's face? I think I saw a smile. Smirk. There's the team medal ceremony, and I think a selfie, as I said before. There's no selfie, there's no proof that you've gotten the medal, so...
There's no, unless you've got 6 or 7 selfies on your phone, then...
And if you don't post it, then you haven't won anything also. So you need to take the selfie and also post it. No selfie, no proof. Yeah, that's some important information for the future, that you have to take a selfie on every podium, on every occasion, and maybe as Bavenzi did even before the fencing, direct elimination in order for him to win, or just to win. We will have the team medal ceremony right now. What are the teams that got, what are your predictions? I think Italy,
Maybe Egypt.
Egypt and Ukraine?
Yeah, Hungary maybe.
I think Ukraine. They have
Yeah.
three guys in the final.
Agreed.
Or maybe it will be Italy, Ukraine, Egypt. These are only the predictions. We will wait for the real results.
Just in case you wondered, we're awaiting the team medals.
I think it's going to be for third place for the Czech Republic, first place for Ukraine, and third place for Egypt. As I'm looking up for...
And a word of praise as well for Greece, who get an athlete through to the final for the first time in a while.
A young and upcoming athlete making his way
Dimitru
up.
from Greece had a very good laser on. Top 10 finish for him. Finished 8th place.
That is good. Of course, we're always looking at top 8, but top 3, but top 8 is a very good result in the World Championship. We're talking about World Championships, so this is the highest level it can get to. So each place in this final is a great result for these athletes and a good booster for the upcoming seasons to come.
Here they are then. Third place is Czechia.
We underestimated the Czechs, but they got the bronze medal. Strong team they have.
Czechia always having such a good presence in this sport.
They're doing it well, even not only in the men's, but also in the women's level. We have these strong nations in the sport. It's the Hungarians, the Czechs, the Brits, the French, the Egyptians, the Ukrainians. Of course, I'm now just the Italians.
The Lithuanians.
The Lithuanians. I mean, we have the nations. And
Koreans.
I think we should just mention every nation now.
Just be careful not to forget anyone now.
Oh. Yeah, but this is an amazing ending for these athletes today. I think a party will be, after this competition, a party will be hosted and these athletes will celebrate their season. As I think for some it's the end of the season, for some maybe it's only the middle of the season, as it's been long. We have the second place, Team Egypt, getting the silver medal, pointing
They've practiced
upwards.
that, didn't they? Yep. And Hassan now will leave with another athlete with a heavy neck.
The Egyptians are, I think, used to this.
Yeah, the Egyptians have won their fair share of medals, haven't they?
Ghana Gindi in the women's final also got bronze, so it's a bronze medal day for Egypt.
And to be frank, this has been a remarkably, just a great performance, to be frank, hasn't it, for this Egyptian team, who are just so good. They just continuously
I think they're
produce
just
performances, medals.
they just have a good system, and I think a good team, and it's all about that, of just having the good system, a good team, good support to grow these athletes from a young age. We have their stars, Ahmed El Gendi, multiple Olympic champion. I think it's big influence having Olympic champions for the country and for the sport, as it makes it more popular, and young children want to go after these idols, and it's very important to have them in your sport, and I think that's why we have these big teams.
And how important is nutrition after an event like this? We'll come back to that in a second time. Let's just crown our team champions from Ukraine. Brilliant performance from the Ukrainians.
Are we seeing a smile?
There's a
I
smile.
haven't seen a smile.
How important is nutrition? Do the athletes now go and pack in the protein, the fibre, you know, go and have hamburger and chips? Like, what does it? How does it work now? Do they celebrate a little bit?
I think after the competition, during the competition, it's very important to get the nutrition in within 30 minutes. But of course, whatever you can get, it's most important just to get something into your body for the quick recovery, carbs and protein. But I feel like after a competition like this, after the final, these athletes are just relieved and they don't really care about what they're putting. They just want to enjoy the moment, and maybe sometimes they have doping control also, so there's a lot of time to wait for the doping control, and it all depends. But I think they want something comforting, and each athlete have their own comfort meals, and maybe some love pizza, some love burgers, some love cake, so it's just depending on what they love and prefer. And I think now it's just a time to celebrate, and after the final there's not a lot of athlete mindset left. It's more of just enjoying the moment and just being a normal human being for a moment.
Yeah.
And not maybe calculate your carbs and proteins for a day or two.
This from the person who is about to go and fence. And yeah, we'll wait though for a second because it is the national anthem of Ukraine. National anthem of Ukraine will be the final national anthem played here in Kaunas. So the athletes will go and celebrate now however they wish. They've earned it. If you want to go have burger, chips and ketchup, so be it. If you want to go and train some more, so be it. Either way, these athletes have done an amazing job here at the Junior World Championships. And what an event it has been here in Lithuania. Congratulations to the local organising committee for putting on a great show.
Thank you so much, and I think they did a very, very good job. And still the competition is ongoing, but we have crowned the Junior World Championships here today in Kaunas, and I think it was a successful competition for all of these athletes, and I think they will be proud of their performances.
So many thanks to everybody working hard behind the scenes. Congratulations to all the athletes. That's it from the Junior World Championships here in Kaunas, Lithuania. We will see you at the World Championships in the seniors very soon. It's bye for now.
Ciao, ciao.
talent. He's got himself into the lead. Miles!
Look at that shooting accuracy.
He's going